What happens when you dedicate your life to something and for some reason, everything prevents you from achieving it? When everything starts to feel targeted, like every step forward demands something from you, your pride, your trust, even your sense of self. And the worst part isn't failing, it's realizing that the closer you get, the more everything begins to fall apart. This goal you're trying to achieve always slowly allows people to treat you wrong, take advantage of you, and use you for your own moral gain. And you start to question if it's the goal that's doing this to you, or is this just what people become when something valuable is on the line? Because the higher you climb, the less the people see you as a person and more as a tool. Moments like this is what truly takes you back, makes you feel like you're nothing. Not just nothing, but replaceable. Like everything you've done could have been erased and no one would hesitate to move without you, putting you in a position where you look around and ask, is what you're doing truly worth it? Why is all my hard work leading to something like this? Why am I even being treated like this to begin with? What caused this? Why did this happen? Was it my choices or the people I trusted along the way? And do I still even keep going? Or is continuing just another way to let this cycle repeat itself? Today I'll be talking about a moment from a manga that honestly stuck with me, that left me kind of sad having to deal with something like that. Knowing how it all could have been prevented if just one decision was different, just one person chose something differently. Alright, here we go. Yes, again, and again. Jeez, y'all are probably tired of this, but can you really blame me? Each book I read is just amazing. When we're first introduced to Mory, you can already tell in a way how he is. And as we go through the story and watch him discover mountain climbing, we see this thing slowly become a passion, turning into his way of life, not just enjoying it, something that he needs to feel whole, doing everything he can to reach the peak and seeing the endless view of the world, because up there above everything is the only place where things feel clear. Like I said before, it always leaves me with something to talk about, lets me see and think about things a little differently. If you haven't noticed already, I make these videos in order. Every volume I read leads me to creating a story that people seem to enjoy, learning to be alone, embracing a setback, and choosing yourself and pushing out of a mental block. I really find enjoyment and passion talking about these kind of things, talking about and creating these videos to tell. Maybe in some way, these all link back to me, and I hope they also do to you. We're greeted with Mory's team, and they're about to make their way through their final traverse. Mory's greeted by a woman, her name being Aoi. I think I said that right. She's related to the captain, the one that invited him on this climb. She asked him an interesting question. How does it feel while you're climbing? He says it feels like an orchestra, like every moment, every breath, every step has its place, and for once nothing feels out of sync. We later see how she really felt about him, just someone to use for another's personal gain. The captain of the team announces that Mory will be the one leading them through the rest of the summit. They think Mory out of everyone is unqualified. The captain states that Mory is one of the most promising summiters for K2, that out of all of them, he would be the best. As they're climbing, Mory's leading the group one after another, one hand to a foot, every move with exact precision. This group Mory is trying to lead has slowly been falling apart. They were never a team, just people working off one another's personal gain, trying to secure their spot at the top, even if it meant stepping over someone else to get there. As Mory reaches a checkpoint, looking down, all he sees are faces of people who want nothing to do but see him fail. The doubts, the disrespect, and the ones who see nothing but opportunity. And in that moment, he realizes he's completely alone despite being surrounded. And all Mory can do is just sit there and watch and wonder, what is he even doing? After a terrible mistake, Mory's teammate accidentally kills another person. This moment leaves everyone in shock, wondering what their next move will be, because in a place like this, there's no time to grieve, only decisions to make. Except for this crazy old man, treating this person's death as another stepping stone for him, leaving one less of a competition, as if a human life was just something to remove from the equation. This is truly disgusting. Mory was later convinced by Naimi to both cancel their traverse as to not follow someone so cold-hearted. Unknowingly, Mory accepts, leading him again, getting used for someone else's personal gain. It seems like whatever decision Mory makes, he just can't catch a break. This road to success always has bumps that Mory seems to keep driving over. It's in moments like this that we now somewhat understand why Mory's the way he is, because if this is what happens when you put your trust in someone, then why would you ever try? Mory is seen following them. As they transcend further and further, he questions why is he even doing all this? People that treat him like trash, that ridicule and hurt him, but still he follows because maybe for one time in his life, he just doesn't want to be left alone. This moment reminds me of the character Lemongrab, probably one of the most misunderstood characters in the whole show. And in a way, he kind of connects to Mori. He was never taught how to belong. He repressed his emotions and is always lonely. He was made alone and not really given a purpose. And instead of being fixed, he was just left alone. And when he's finally given a purpose, he doesn't even know what to do with it and kind of goes off the rails. And I think this is because he was never taught how to process his emotions in the same way like Mory, both only knowing rejection. This later changes in an episode where he's seeking out purpose, even if it's kind of unsettling. We see how lonely he is, how simple everyday things bring him a sense of achievement. He only sees his way of living because that's how Princess Bubblegum made him to act. So she makes another one, giving him another person to share this purpose, even though later that doesn't really end well.
Don't get along with others. I don't understand you, Lemongrab.
No one understands! I am alone, and you made me like this!
Mory, can you swear to a lifetime of acting alone? Then the mountain will safeguard your life. But Mory, if you were to break this promise, the mountain cannot take responsibility for your life.
Alright, back to the story. Mori's being interviewed, questioning him about what happened that day, and why was he the only one to come out alive, and why he lived while others didn't. We later learn what happens. Nyami is left badly injured, unable to move, but the only person keeping him alive was Mori. Realizing he might die here, he just started ranting about the person he cares about the most, telling Mori stories about her. Also finally apologizing to Mori for how he treated him, seeing that this was some sort of punishment. On the 79th chapter, we see Mori watching his team take another route. Mori screams at them, begging them to turn back, but it was already too late. This divine punishment has already reached them. The mountain has given Mori grace, choosing the mountain to keep him alive, which will result in him forever being alone. We're back to these two, Nyami's final moments. He's looking back on how he even got to this point, blaming his father that also had his life taken by the mountain, spending his last moments reaching towards the sky, screeching like a nighthawk going towards the sun. This is probably one of the more sadder volumes, but it also teaches us something. Never neglect how people treat you, but also don't let it consume you. Take it, learn from it, become better, reach these goals, and let it shine to the world. Because if you don't, one day you'll question and regret. It's been a while, I think, since I've spoken at the end of a video. I just thought this would be the right time to, first of all, say thank you for watching through this video fully. You know, a lot of people don't do that. I'm grateful to every single one of y'all. You know, y'all are the reason I keep going, keep making these videos. There's so much I want to do, so much I want to say, so many other things I want to do with YouTube in general. I just want to say thank you because you all have given me hope. Thank you so much. See you in the next one.
But I don't care now. I just wanna tell you you're in my dreams again, in my head now. I can't get you off my mind when I'm in my bed. Oh, I need my rest. I can't